All right, Kara, I hate to do it, but I have to get a little nosy with you and with our audience.
Oh boy, what are you delving into now?
It's actually a story about rhinoplasty, otherwise known as a nose job. I had a chance to meet a lovely young woman who killed two birds with one stone. She had a deviated septum, and she wanted her nose to look better. Both were fixed. Take a look.
Are you happy?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I am so happy. Like, when I tell you, I was always like a pretty confident girl growing up, but like right now, like it's just confidence like I've never felt before.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Luciana Autieri, a senior at UConn.
What was the procedure that you had done?
So I had a rhinoplasty procedure done in 2023 at the end, towards December, and it was for cosmetic, but it was also done to fix a deviated septum as well.
All right, so you had rhinoplasty, which
Yes.
was fancy word for nose job.
A nose job, yeah.
All right, we're looking at your before pictures right now. I want you to describe for me how you felt and what you think was wrong or the problem with your nose.
So I don't think that there was anything that was like too crazy where it was kind of just like driving me crazy, I would say, but there was definitely some subtle things, kind of like the dorsal hump from the side bothered me, and I think that kind of like underneath my nostrils were kind of like not shaped kind of like symmetrically, and so it was like very like subtle changes that I like knew I always kind of wanted to get done as I got older, and so. But like with the cosmetic part and then the deviated septum, I knew that if I could fix my breathing as well as get my cosmetic changes, that it was like an ideal surgery for me.
Ideal it was. Now she's got a perfect nose, all thanks to her doctor and his dedicated team.
You know, I was just reading up on open structure rhinoplasty. No, are you kidding me? I can't do this, but I want to introduce you to someone who can. And this is Dr. Brooke Seeley. Doc, it's good to see you.
It's great to see you.
All right, so we just met with Luciana. She's an absolute delight, and she looks beautiful. How do you know how to do this?
Honestly, a lot of training and a lot of practice.
Okay, where did you train?
So I did learning this technique, this type of stuff was typically done during residency, which was at the Cleveland Clinic Foundation, and then a fellowship out at UC San Francisco with a couple of the real pioneers in our field.
Which is incredible.
Yeah, it was
You're
great.
literally changing the look of someone's face. Does that ever get you nervous?
It does. It's definitely one of those things that you think about. You know, one of the guys I trained with said you do the operation 3 times. You do it the night before, you do it the day of, and then you do it on your way home after the surgery. You know, you're basically always thinking about it.
Life-changing for Luciana.
Yeah, I think it was. I think she's a great person, great attitude. She did all the right things and couldn't be happier for her results.
All right, so what exactly did you do for Luciana? Can you describe us in kind of layman's terms what you did?
Yeah. So we start, you know, when I see the patients, so they'll come in, we'll talk about what concerns them first and foremost. Are there functional considerations with how their nose is working, whether it's breathing, smelling, you know, sinus infections, anything functional? Have they had any trauma? Have they had any prior surgery? We kind of figure out where we're starting, and then what bothers them about their nose, or what, if they could change something, what would they like to change? So I usually will give them literally a cotton tip applicator. It's like a long Q-tip and a mirror. Tell them this is your magic wand. You know, if you could change something or things, what would you change?
Luciana wanted to breathe better, that was for sure. And after her consultation with Dr. Seeley, it was decided he'd get rid of that bump and reshape the tip of her nose. Again, you're looking at Luciana's before photos. It might not look like a big deal to some, but for Luciana, it was on her mind.
I really know in the back of my mind what I want to do, and I do want to get this fixed. Even if it was just like a very like subtle, natural change. You know, I didn't really want to like come and have like a complete different look, but I wanted to kind of just feel more confident in my own skin.
When Luciana was searching for the right doctor, who was literally going to change the way she looked, it was Dr. Brooke Seeley all the way.
Dr. Seeley is an amazing listener. He knew what I wanted before I had to even kind of come out and say it. And he just checked off every box for me, and the team was very supportive, very trustworthy. They kind of held my hand through the whole entire process, and they kind of just knew like what I wanted, and they did it like perfectly.
You searched a couple of other, medical facilities to have your nose done. You chose this one. Why?
I did.
Why over the others did you choose this particular?
So I actually booked 3 consults, and this was the first team that I saw. And I came here with my mom, and immediately once we left and I met the whole entire team, I knew I wanted to go here. I canceled my other 2 consults immediately. I will never forget when our first interaction, and the whole time I was just so bubbly. I was so happy because it was like a doctor who genuinely cared. Like, he really cared. He was like, I want the best for you.
And that's exactly what Luciana got, the best. You'd never know she had anything done, which is the goal.
It just brought out my facial features, which is something that was just always super important to me. So
I'm glad that and that's definitely always our goal. We want to meet with natural is the goal, and we want to meet your expectations. And it helps to have a beautiful patient to work with. I think we kind of got exactly what she wanted, and when I look at it, I think if I see this, I think that is a beautiful woman with a very nice nose, and a lot more than that going on. It's not about her nose, it's about her smile.
Luciana, this is your before. How do you feel?
I felt like I was ready for a change. I was feeling a little bit self-conscious. I knew I always kind of wanted to get the procedure done.
This is your after. What do you think?
Very, very confident. Very just in love with how my face looks, and I feel so comfortable with my own skin. It's just something I'm so proud of.
And it might look subtle to you, but this is a huge difference to Luciana.
I love that
She's beautiful
smile.
before and after,
Absolutely.
but great that she feels great.
Yep.
And if you'd like to meet Dr. Seeley and his team, they're going to be in Old Weathersfield, right at the Med Spa at CT Facial Plastic Surgery. It's located at 249 Main Street on September 25th, 5 to 7. Ooh, you can get injections, lasers, and facials. You'll get the best deals of the year. Vendors will be there with food and music, and if you want to talk to the doc about anything, including rhinoplasty, they're going to be there, Scott.
100%. He's such a great doctor. I love him. Dr.
love
Brooke, we
it.
love you. And Luciana, thank you for sharing your story with us. We so appreciate that.
And ctfacialmedspa.com is where
Yep.
you can get even more information.
Yep.
Wow, love them. He's going to come on soon to talk about...
So, Karaskiris.
Yeah, we're going to talk about your
Weight
shots.
loss,
and,
yeah. Okay, good.
as you can consider it. Next on...